Well, good morning, folks. How are you? If you would be so kind as to let me know that the audio is okay. Otherwise, I won't know. Just a simple 5x5 would be great. Thank you, Chan. Thank you, Tim. Caleb, thank you. Alrighty, thank you so much for that. I'm not sure what's going on. I tried to get this space started, and it wasn't. I tried to get this space started, and it wasn't. When you try to press the button on it, or the little thing to start a space, if you ever done it, it's equivalent to pressing the post button, trying to create a post on X, and it wouldn't open up. So, sure. There we go. Talk a little bit about some things you don't know. And just want you to imagine if you met someone. G master. It's not surprising, right? It's very interesting that you sit there and it's interesting how or say the same thing. Audience will have a mixed perception. Mixed perception. Not come away with entirely alien from that history. Or illustrators that will teach their development because it's meant for some people to get it. So it allows this company, whatever it might be, also that photograph. They garner no real attention because it's wrapped. So it's wrapped. stand together. Pointing to pulling out the I don't believe it. I don't ever edit it. The questions are coming in the comment section. They're coming in 5. Oh, yes. Say things about truth. I understand a lot of it. Keep it going. I want you to like this. Are you? Well, they're all part of the same audience. Some are here just to entertain, not intelligent. Some of you are here just to capture the audio so that we can put on the YouTube channel. Let's talk about that. We're going to talk about concerns. There has to be some kind of secret, just some kind of mechanism, some kind of advanced notice. I'm getting information before you are. How could I possibly how experience finding me as the entirety of social media? All of you are part of a community that leads. It leads in the most talked about, the most hot button community, the hottest concepts in trading right now. Only because it's been brought to spotlight. The one that's most criticized, the one that's most talked down about, but they can't wrestle with. We are top tier. We're the top earners. We're also the ones that have no problem showing you how they do it. Class, yeah, truth. Roots. They're all from redirecting. Listen to the same guy. When you learn that our word, our daily lives, are shrouded in things that seem like free choices every day. Feel like you have choice about what you're going to do. Let's say, so, uh, so circumstances might jerk you out of your comfort zone. And what you may never normally do, how you normally respond to something, some crisis, some kind of stressful event, or a good thing, a windfall, wonderful, unexpected pleasant. And you got to think that you would not be emotional, or you would keep it together, but something like that happens, and all of a sudden, boom, you're experiencing something that is outside your character. Every single day, if you look for it, you'll see that everything is 100% rigged. It's a simulation. And if you do understand that, question, reality, question, perception of your it's an illusion of choice. On second rather it's a way of finding people. It's kind of like a crash course, mini instant mind control. So if you watch TV, which I don't watch, if you watch television, and you don't allow yourself to go into that TV show, that sports it. Why don't we just simply watch the sport as it is? Why do we have that conversation? Because it's better. You know what it's like. You know what it's like if you guys are watching these games and that commentator is shut up, it wasn't that good of a player. What are you talking about? He should have been able to do that. The referee did this and that. It's meant to get sharper. It's connected to the outcome of the results. So, here, understand. When you see commercials, it's a young man doing something with the product. Sometimes they can have a product, they look like a product. Look at that. Wow, look at that. And the whole commercial is selling a product that handles feminine itch. Hello. Look at that. You're snickering, not swimming. But it comes to it. You're not going to sell that product. Okay, this one is miserable suspections. That's a low state. That's not going to happen. They're not going to sell the product. But have her skipping down the beach, chasing after a volleyball, and that's it. Their indications are all she's being played with. Junkies. You see some commercial guy, miserable, but when he hates life, give me a hacksaw, I'm sick of these things, I'm cut them off. We're going to give you the perception of this is description. But the visual aid is everything's pleasant, everything's attractive, everything is. That's the whole point. A lot of people aren't old enough to remember. He was like John Wayne, Tom Selleck of horseback riding cigarette smokers. You know, one time that I went to the store. What is that? Have a hardcore box up. Roll up in my sleeve. His eyes on the right downside. I remember doing it. It is an impression. Yes, I thought all of them, every state, they all get that kind of stuff. That's primary. A good storyteller, a good producer, movie writer, screenplay, author. They're wonderful storytellers. They can build character quickly, not wasting time. And he's building a physical character. It opens you up and allows your heart to drop. Then, if there's various reasons for him to drop in heart, so that I don't know why this commercial, the jingle sounds awesome. It's in my head. I can't stop singing. How's that work? So you have a choice. Sure. Can't do that. Because they know in the first 5 seconds or less, that they're putting their attention. That's always somebody beautiful, someone attractive, who is showing something that is called exotic vacations. Hey, that picture has been media. That's my social media. That's why it's there. Because they're doing it on platforms that they themselves can profit from and not have to pay all the advertising to these stations or channels. It's more direct path to profitability and marketing. That's the same thing you're experiencing. I don't care what you trade. I don't care if you're trading futures, commodities, stocks, options, crypto, forex, you name it. This is being applied to it. Just anything else. So let's just say for me, I want to run the stocks above particular price level. Why do I have a best interest? Because I want to offboard those short sellers or bring those individuals in that break out. I want those individuals to execute. I need them to do that. Because I have an order book that I can push through that. Now, when I say order book, that's not the trading desk order book. It's not the trading desk. That's not even the largest institution. Somebody on the other side of the view. While prices fluctuate, you're not controlling the fluctuation, you're not controlling the flow, you're not controlling any directional movement or traction outside. That's there's no control mechanism. You don't call yourself a market maker. You have no idea what you're talking about. The firm you work for, choose a market maker. Stock price at unit price. I'm not gonna- We got breakfast. Which I was taking to come to here today. Yep. Some of you will never know me. You'll never know. They'll pass you by. Others, hey, aren't you that? Looking for something that mechanically crunches data. Whatever that is. So, if you don't know how to run the actually book, where you're going to go, why you're going to do it, at what time you're going to reach there. You are not informed. You have equipped. You have a deficit in understanding. Will never find your truth. When you sit in front of the charts and you're looking at your favorite little mechanism, your little overlay, your lizard, your back, you're telling yourself that I have the choice to not use this and be ill-equipped and run like everybody else, or I can use this and I am able to see. In reality, those outcomes of using or not using that stuff is going to deliver the same thing from my perspective. You're asking, well, you're looking at stuff that has nothing to do with my present. All of us are about reference. Why was there? Why is it? I suspect in these things, which is created. No, what you're going to do those things is you're going to provide the counterpart of the truth. You are giving it over. You're giving it. If you were interested, slope the political mountainsides, safety, After that fall, what do you see that? I would want that anyway. For the folks that we want to try to learn it, obviously we have to look for the people that are well known and reputable. And it's funny because when you look in trading, the industry is shown to you as sexy young people, smiling, wearing clothes that probably aren't really white cars that aren't really owned. And they flash you this indicator system. Look at this. Tired of trading ICT concepts? Too complicated? Buy this indicator. Look at this indicator. Look at this ENA. Trust somebody that has not proven you anything. Tap in. They tap into your consciousness, your attention. I'm going to see things. See it. Don't think about it. You see these things that be marketed. It's always done in truth. It all sounds easy until you try it. It tastes good when you diet plan. It's amazing. It tastes like shit. It tastes like the cardboard box it was sent in. This is what I'm going to do. Sure. You're not inspired when you see other people having it. You don't really like it. It's already set in your mind. That's what you're seeking. Those are the things that you feel motivated to pursue. So you think and you want to do something. If I can watch programs, if I can watch personalities online, if I can subscribe to someone's service that is showing this on a constant basis, showing this constantly, I am going to be inspired. And that is bullshit. That's bullshit. You're lying and you're stupid. Next time you see someone for something that's nice, location, materialistic content, an amount of money, a result in trading, a new home, and you think, I'm saying it for this, as soon as you feel like, yes, that's what I want, that's what I want, stop right there. What are you going to do to take that action? Sure, yeah. So you might not until Monday. But you're going to see something. So that you're like all inspired. And for a split second, your body is telling you you're being rewarded because this is a sign from the universe that it's yours. This is all it's pointing to. The stars are lining up. Numerology, perfect. Horoscope, perfect. There's a poem read last Thursday, perfectly in the script of what she was saying to you, right? Stop. Hold those things. You don't appreciate the fact that they have it and you don't have it yet. But you lie and you say, this is fine. This motivates you to work on. And all it does is to become you, but you don't shit. Where do you have? How long you're ever going to get there at all? Try. Respect in a split second, you look at these things, just like in the commercials, that's how they sell you. The people that buy into the bullshit, the people that buy into that stuff, they're perfect patrons. This is a perfect customer. They react to stimulus. They react to, they chase the trends. We're talking about right now, that's just going to go out. When that fizzles down and something else comes up, they're going to drop whatever they're doing there, boom, and chase the next thing. That's what P.T. Barnum meant. He said there's a sucker for all around you, and many times you are that sucker. This means bars. All of those things are illusions of choice. Isn't it interesting? What is such a, I mean, I'm going to an our community where people oppose the they did this today versus whatever did or didn't happen in ours. They're all really just looking for a place. They just want to be in the culture. I'm convinced that people that talk shit about me or you all this thought saying, you know what? You can eat your lunch. Stop talking about it. Ask them if they what you do. I can treat it. And if they did it right, they show probability. With children, you start saying, wow, that is an excellent trait. They're not expecting that from me. They don't expect it from me, like the ones that haven't moved. I trust their whole argument because they don't aggress them. Like thumb wrestling in school, they have your buddy team that once people out there come or you try to aggressive at one that finish. So, right? That reward, that you can. Everybody wants to have that little bit of recognition. Yeah, I stood up to that guy. I showed them that I can trade profit outside of ICT nonsense. What's that person's broadcasting? Are they broadcasting that which are subpar? You know? Are they saying that there's something better? No. But that's what they want to think when they see when you see them posting. They know that they're not something better. They know that they're not happening if there's something better. That's why they're not constantly feeding constantly every single day. This is bad, this is what we use, and compare it. You don't see that anybody else. Come here after the fact of one day wonder and say, look at this, how come you just price? And then wait. And wait, and wait, and wait. If they ever do nothing. Look at that, look at the I understand that human psychology seeks, it seeks attention, affirmation, comfort, acceptance. And I use that as a weapon, as a tool, as an instrument, to drive everybody to fear. Whether they're on conformity, why? Because I hate it. I'm a master at this. I know how to create your slang in real life and in your charts. Because I know how your brain works. I know how your emotions are for you. He's going to say, fucking great.
Don't listen to anybody else. Add more right now. All the big guys tell you. I always add to my winning trades. Yeah. I'm hoping you do. I'm hoping you do. You're never going to accept it. You're never going to see it as for what it is because you're going to get laughed at. Are you prepared to either ignore the desires shared throughout the reasons? Or you're going to say, I don't care what you think. This is what I subscribe to. And it doesn't change the outcome of what you do. You have a choice. You have a choice in you have a choice in handling this information properly. True. Sharp stick. Everybody again saying ICT. Ha! Look at that. Ha ha! ICT. We can get in the groove. Why? You say, I'm going to defend you when I can do it because I'm going to go outside. Things like that. I want you to hear me. Okay? There's a lot of you comments that tell me these things all the time. I don't need to defend. I don't need to have any of it. And you're not really trying to get to a point to defend me. What you're trying to do is turn yourself into the main character and have a hero arc on social media so that way you can get attention. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that that's something bad, but that's some kind of an inspiration for you. That's cool. It's good to do it. That's real motivation. You be honest and say, I want to be in a position where I could pour and not these guys like left or right every single day. But she's not. They won't recognize the big trash. They'll say it's fine. That's why you're never encouraged to have that perception while training, while learning. I don't teach you by showing you influence. I don't teach you by showing you things I have, had, or will have, or own. Nothing. I don't believe this. I am a person. That doesn't mean people have encroached in my private space, in my personal life. And then sure, it's one people here is other. And I've never said this is that. I think because I stand on the way I'm talking to you. If I need it, if anybody else needs to sell it, it's first to start talking to you the product itself. There are farmers out there talking to you. So what? You're putting you in a state of mind where you feel like you have a choice. You have children. Some of them just really unruly. They want that fucking furnish. They want that sugar and ammunition in the bottom. But hey, you grew up with it too. They want to eat that. And you just watch somebody on TV, Dr. Phil, who I can't fucking stand. He's no more than fucking Dr. Phil fucking consequence. You know, the answer is on me. Because he's getting paid through bullshit. You're gonna push. Well, I don't want to eat cereal today. So what are you going to do? As a parent, how are you going to parent in that situation? Smart parent is the choice with both outcomes, but easy because Mom, Captain Crunch. Dad, I don't want this oatmeal. Okay. You're not getting Captain Crunch. You're not getting fucking frosted sugary flakes with GMO corn. You're not getting it. So you have a choice. You can have scrambled eggs and 2 slices of turkey bacon. Let's use orange juice. Or you have a bowl of fruit. Which is it? What I want, you're not thinking Captain Crunch. What is it? They're going to pick one of those two. Why? Because the stuff they're not having what they really want. What they really want, they're saying, no, I can't reach that, so what am I left with? I got to make a decision because I'm in that decision-making mode. That's what marketing does. That's what mind control is. You have a choice. You ever seen somebody say, yeah, I'm going to wait until so-and-so does this in the marketplace. I'm going to wait for this report to come out. And they're in the trade. Yes. Yes. That's what market structure is. Everybody sees that. Everybody knows the time and the measure of reports sensitivity. Time impact, next to no impact. Everybody has that information. Everybody has a timepiece, whether it be a wristwatch, their phone that keeps time, or going on the wall. Sadly, we don't see much of them. And you think you have a choice. You have a choice. I can wait and follow my plan and wait for that report to come out. Who knows what the market's going to do that rate? And then I'm going to follow my mom. Then I'm going to do something. But something's happened then. We're in the markets. Something happens. What is it? What is it? Somebody sometimes struggle with you abandon your thing. If you have to, you abandon it. With all of this, forced into a decision making. Not good. That's what this decision making. Some of you, the comeback story is a coming of age story from the foreign industry. That's the romance. Trying to make it even more than simple. Well, every single day is staff of mind and then yes. Whatever it is to the body that you're significant other to treat. Satisfy your walk and treating with that instrument as a love story. He loves. She loves. Sometimes she just gives me a little cold shoulder. I gotta accept that. I'll see you past the when I come to trade it tomorrow, she'll be more pleasant. Some of you to that degree, others, the really thing that was doing, you're romancing the market. What should you do? You're in there before everybody else. Before the report comes out, you're in there before them. You're informed money. Your peers on social media are short. They didn't even charge them. But X pop up on your screen, and people they follow simply share. Well, I have been trying to pass a counterpart. I really have been trying to get something I could share. Stop me. Don't be stop process. I don't know where to stop process. And I got to be worried about that. Just shapes it and it works out. You know, I'll just call it, skill. Charts when you have no business looking at that. One person's important into enough people making slack to make a big to do about what they're doing. Chain reaction. Just random questions. Define pressure. Always fun. So what happens when you ask how to so they find something to do. Something stuff. Every single day to do what is right in your eyes. So it's so well either. You have a model that's done so well. So good. You might as well just go and trade larger because this is going to be the day. So we can do that. All we have to do is see an area. As it goes, whatever the next one is, that's what you should look for. Oh, join the crowd. Just a little bit more inside the same one that just comes off the bubbles that bring down. Then I'll just go in our body. I won't buy what I was going to buy originally, but I'll scale it. And if I left two holes, Cell size. Visual, human, you just jump. That fear of missing out. I just want to be there and keep it. It's already done what it's going to do. To be fear of missing out. Your solution is to give me don't give me straight. Counting on you to be that consistent in being research strategy. Recognize the garbage. You're so consistent, continuously doing the same thing over and over. Chasing price that I'm laying down. Like railroad tracks on the Facebook, you're chasing after. But you have that strength in yourself. Now you will be fine. I know that you have that discomfort and you don't want to compensate for it. Real price. 25 to 40 meals in one. You will not be. You will feel like you're missing every bit of it. You're going to lose sleep and gaps and all that. Next year, you're in your body. Your body will choose just like I want you to. And I'm scaling out and selling portions of money to you. Keep on going higher. It's a strong move, baby. And you finally got in there and conquered your fears. Don't ask if I follow my model, but I'm in there. So I'm going to take price and offer it above the nearby. Huh. I know. I stop sitting there. Just right. Tag those 5 thoughts. A lot of you have no idea this is a woman. The realized distribution of buying and selling interest. The footprints, little telltale signs that I was there at work. If I get in there, get it done. We do a wonderful packaging. Have it with giant rich sheets, soft velvet, plush costumes. The child is so comfortable sitting up there whispering their desires. Your simple. Every day you draw on your charts. You tell me what you want for Christmas. Every day is Christmas to you because you have the thoughts and intellect of a child. It's wonderful. Wonderful. Tell me, scribble on your charts. Point to where your trend line is going to take you to. What you learn from that? All those Christmas storybooks. Strung across the room in your home. Moving averages strung across your charts. It's festive what it is. It looks our job. Your friends. And I love so much when you call them friends. Your friends encourage you to keep going, bro. Don't quit, bro. You're going to figure out the right trend line sooner or later. It's like, so. See that. She would never know. She would never know. That's more chance, more tributes, more mentorships, more stimulus. She would never know the good. You know that was a signal from the universe. That's the confirmation she's been waiting for. It's time. Force is speaking. I'm gonna do it now. Sure. That's how love. Something like that happens, you know, for pre-qualified credit card, $20,000. But only a fool has that money. That's free money. But it doesn't cost you anything to swipe that card. Pension food for 90% off. It's hot today. Better stock up. Never seen anybody. Of course, it's not going to show it. They don't have to teach to the masses. They don't want the public to understand. That's why the people are using these retail concepts. That's why they're not showing it. Because if they show it, they show the secrets how to use them properly. So that's the justification why you never see anybody doing it, Johnny. That doesn't make sense. Bro. Generally, you have to get that part, put more effort behind your decision. Because if you believe in yourself, you're going to max that fucking part out because you do damn well. You're going to be thankful where you're going. Don't talk to your wife about what you're going to do. Don't do that. Fuck her. She don't get any credit when it works. Don't let her stay in your fucking way. That's how this works. You don't. I'm waiting for you, guys. I'm going to wait for the time that you have your time ready. Then I'm going to start moving the market for you. Here's the good opportunities. I'm waiting for you. Just get your house and do it. Find as many things as you can. Everybody's going to be ready. 3 to 4 months when you can get this fucking thing out. Everybody's going to be ready. So don't settle. Born for this. We're all right. If you see my fingerprints, or the price of phone yesterday, let's Tuesday, the last 8. And you have the freedom to add to the script. Whatever you feel impulsive to say at that moment, do it. Because this story is your story, baby. It's your story. Nobody can say, I took you there, Johnny. All of the accolades. Let me give you those candlesticks just like you want them, buddy. Next 5 minutes. You're looking at something that measures versus data. But you determine the sample set for it. You are so intelligent. You are absolutely intelligent. Think about this. The gravity of what you're able to do with these indicators. You can take the math, and crush, and contort, and bend and twist all of the data in the last 10 periods. Why 10 periods? I don't know, but you're smart as hell to know it. It's a mystery. It's an enigma. How do you know the right period to use in your important understanding? These settings are proof that the universe is speaking to you, Johnny. You find some pressure. The number of periods that you look back and you do your indicator, figure that out. The random element of violence and pressure, you alone, single-handedly, figure it out. Find some pressure, somehow the portion of randomness escapes the conversation when you apply your indicator. I reckon you have insight. And they're looking for a place to belong. They want to be a part of a community where everybody's doing it. It ain't working, but fuck it, we're all doing it together. We're all in this together. I all of the situations we have, all you have to do is get to 2 points where your trend line makes a difference. You can do that, Johnny. You figured it out. Look at this amazing family between the two of us. We are a team, a winning team. While your credit's good, you should apply for more credit cards. But you might have stock up again. You might do it. All because every time one goes to finish it. By the ebb flow of every candlestick. Because I have to change my things. I'm still going to keep pricing you in a pattern that I'm going to lull you into. And you're going to believe what you think you should be doing is the only thing that makes sense. You're going to look at reasons why it shouldn't be done. You look for only those things that support your outcome and your favorite decision. All of the company produce charts. All of them. Which are alters, where you sacrifice the measure of risk, which you're going to sacrifice that. There, take it. Find out. How entertaining. How entertaining that the cash strings of your feet, and your wallet, and your bank account. And glad you keep giving it to you. Window, lunch, breakfast. You'll seek someone else. You'll seek someone that's going to promise you something. Someone's going to show you that everything you learn from all these other people. You're going to work with them. Least of all, yourself. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not consistent. Nobody was just like you. Nobody is freaking out to get those attention codes that because you know who's going to have that day. What you must get them back. Doing this the other year. I would never want to have this records to do. If you're the exception. Depends on the stuff. Drawbacks. You're the only one in. And you all seek herds, communities, health, place that belong, are wounds, public. But you have to find a place in solitude where you don't give credit to anybody else. Nobody told you to perpetrate, forced you to press the button. Hey, that's a simple problem. I don't influence you. I prime you. And I use everything that I just illustrated here today in dialogue. But I allow you to use it as a tool. It's not meant to be a friction point. I tell you how the manipulation is going to take place. When the manipulation is going to take place. Where the opportunity, the entry, and the violence, the narrative. The other is the rest of the work. Arguments. All the things that we have exposed are solutions. Do you feel it? See the effects of it. You can't see it. Let's go. I have given you structure. For structure. Sometimes showing you. All this and just talking about it, bro. This thing right here, this is what I see happen all the time. I don't need to look at anything else. He's got too many things. I've been bogged down for the rest of my life trying to learn everything he's teaching. This is all I need right now because I'm just trying to make money. I'm not trying to be a superstar trader. I'm not trying to be ICT 2.96732 version. I'm not trying to be better than ICT's best student. I'm trying to make my ends meet. I'm trying to get my bills. Pay for my gas. I mean, some clothes. I mean, yeah, it's bigger. That's what matters to you. You're looking for that cookie cutter, that little thing that gives you clarity and trust that it will not fall victim. It will not fall victim to marketing. It will not. It will align you with it. You don't beat marketing. Don't. You can't. The only thing you can do is submit yourself and your trading to what that market wants to feel back. How? In a manner of narratively speaking. How it would. If you don't treat that, you don't think that. I don't care. How much money you say you make. There's gamblers that go out there to the casinos. They don't know the order of those cards. They don't. They have no idea what the next card's going to be. They have odds. Even a card counter knows that. But it gets them closer to an outcome, statistically probable or not probable. These tools are given have demonstrated them, explained them in detail before using them. I've done that to help you stay in this game long enough to remove your natural impulses. I don't share things. I don't share cars. I don't share homes, vacation spots, vacation homes, properties. You don't see these things. And I understand when you say you think that these things are a distraction from the mundane everything, you think that these things are encouragements for you. They're inspirational to you. I know the truth. They're not inspiring you. They're not motivating you. For us to put that in the visual that does is they allow you to cut, to want the things that you don't have right now. Before I was rich, before I knew how to trade, before I was a businessman, I used to read car. They're expensive magazines to read that bad. Most ads, and regardless of never really read, I thought it was official. Yes. I'm just fucking motivated to be out here and run to a wall. I can't wait. until next month's issue. The boots, the gaps that everybody. I love the visual humor stuff. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I felt like that I was going to be Eddie Murphy. I was going to be successful in trading places. It was going to be very, very funny about trading commodities. But that movie, I remember watching it before I was learning how to trade. And it never changed on it because of the comedy aspect. When I look at it as this is trading, because these two old guys, they look like they were miserable shit. They're miserable. What are they doing? Manipulating people. That's what they do. That's what they do. They're greedy. They're power hungry. They love people are pleasure. We're all cons. Look, that breaks your train of thought and puts you into a state of decision. Just like marketing does. Just like commentators do during fights and sporting events. You could care less ultimately what these dudes are saying. But they're there to piss you the fuck off. Or they make you feel so good and gung ho that you're calling the fucking movie to put your bets in. Just like the referees in the NFL. They're there to fuck everything all up. And you can't blame the teams. They get to say the good guys. And you sit your ass down on the weekends, wasting your entire rest of time getting pissed off, stressed out, and gambling on the outcome of a scripted event. But you don't think it's scripted. Shut up, ICT. Stick to bullshit and trading. Don't talk about sports. Betting on sports? Well, there it is. You are absolutely dangerous. You are gambling. Just like anybody going to a casino, you're gambling. You don't know the outcome. You don't know when it's going to set a partially away. That is luck. It exists in those arenas. And trading it doesn't. Long-term lucky traders that are profitable, they don't exist. That does not exist here. That's a unicorn for fairy tales. Never, ever, ever manifest themselves. You have to have skill. You have to have risk. Lost your ass. Period. Done. I'm going to take your account. I'm going to fold you over like you're done and send your ass back. You work completely wrong. That's about trading. A lot of people lose, but there's a whole lot of fucking people against you and want to get into this. Why? Why are you trying to do something that's so statistically improbable for you to succeed in? Why are you trying to do it so badly? If 90% of people fail in the first 60 to 90 days, blow their account. So where does that information come from? External reasons that cause self. That's why you have to fix those things. lowest you've ever been. You can always think about these next down. And the highs, everybody's optimistic. My boyfriend and girlfriend, and getting married to babies. Life is going to be so grand. That's a high of my life. But materialistic things that cost too much money to maintain to justify ownership. Inspired because you identify with where you're at. Recognize that you're in a position that you would be much better off if you could make better decisions financially, secure others, and need not be getting rich outcome. If I could just help myself afford things, the quality of my life would greatly improve. That's not possible. Because if you can get there, you get rich. Whatever you do on to make things easy, it's multiplied with good rich now. Submitting. John. States on false. I'm always fucking. I'm always working. I'm telling you where it's going. I'm being fault me. But you have to find some kind of feeling, some kind of outward sense of responsibility. It's apart from you. He did it. He did it to me. ICT, the cult leader. I was part of the cult. I used to drink this Kool-Aid, got smart. Yeah, and I started trading new narratives. People. I'm trying to inspire you to be realistic and responsible. I showcase things that are right out of the lecture notes. I tell you what I'm prepared for. I show you the trades in between the trades that I just put. Hello? Refuse. What are they illustrating in themselves? They're totally bringing their weaknesses online. Because all of you are seeing. And isn't it interesting? It's almost like, well, I don't know if there's a word that is escaping me right now. I think it goes far beyond willful ignorance. It goes way beyond. It's almost like it's controlled opposition. Like it's increasing to a degree where they'll do anything to ignore the things that I'm laying down beforehand. This is what's going to happen. This is where it's going to go. And I spread it out there, like sprinkle it out. So that's my way of saying hi. I'll say this is a Jack Frost. Once he comes, okay, cool, man. Incredibly cool treasure. That's the name I see. So I like to grab you by your lapels and shake your ass sometimes and say, hey, look, don't be a fucking stupid clown. Don't be an idiot. Stop listening to this extra bullshit. The extra bullshit is not what you're doing this for. Right now, we're going to be thankful that you can make your fucking mortgage payment or your rent or your car payment. And to say otherwise is a lie to yourself. It's not being responsible. Because while you're learning how to do this, your other half of you, and everybody has that darker half, is trying to undermine you. All of the pedigree that you have, there's fucking thousands of them. They're all failures. You failed every fucking thing that you guys are trying to do. And only a few ever remember it. Check your legacy and your images. It's true. Everybody does that. I know I don't have a great deal of pedigree from me. And I'm not suggesting at all that I'm a hybrid. Well, they are work to do a lot of my demonstrations. Or want to say something. That's what I'm talking about. The two biggest figures that's going to come out publicly is Kenny and Bob. Ask them if they give a shit who believes what they can do, what they make, what they can spend, how they earn, how they're make money next year. Ask them genuinely, sincerely. They're going to laugh at you. Fuck out of here. I ain't worried about that. I'm not worried about any of it. And that's what I meant. That's what they did. Once you learn to do this, it doesn't matter. Says what? It doesn't matter. Who doubts? It doesn't matter. Everybody doubts you right now. You ain't looking. You gotta wrestle through all that bullshit, and I can't fix it. Nobody fixes it but you. Jeff, I don't know. There's 20-year-olds today, and let me say this, 35 and under. 35 and under. You all have this gross, disproportionate spirit of entitlement. It should get into you fast, easy, without hardships. It should be straight to the point, flawless in delivery, and you should work first try. That's what they cultivate. That's what they've done. And you can't even see it because generations before you, we recognize that this shit is going on. But because you're stupid and you're young, like I was, like everybody else was listening, we all were young before, impressionable. And technology made it seem like, well, this guy's an old boomer. I'm not a boomer. It's the best set of fundraising that ever was. So all every aspect of entertainment, music, books, you're building up this pillars in our community as people looking up to jobs. It's like it's every industry, not about trading, but it can be out. And I want you to think it's just a minute for a second. Think. Really think about it. I think we are really best things in life. Things about identifying spheres and tracks. Careless, oriented. I believe that was the best way to pretty much try to do us. I need to do all I have a whole lot more lovers on me, a whole lot more haters because they eat with TV. I don't need to spend millions of dollars on food. I got $1 million to spend. How do you do that? I talk in a language that's written down where the rubber meets the road. No matter who you are, from whatever walk of life you come from, when you listen to me and I'm talking about how to fix yourself the best way you can internally. Can't do it with me giving you this, and I'm going to tell you a certain thing that fixes it for you. You have to identify all these things that's going on inside of you. You will fall victim to the marketing. You're going to be in there thinking you're doing something. The comeback story, montage music playing in the background. Convincing yourself all along what you're doing is going to be the best fucking thing that social media sees this week. I just got to get through it because I'm going to post it. And everybody's going to fall out. We're all going to shit bricks. That's what you think. That's exactly what you're starting every Monday's trading with. Okay, Sunday, you can't wait till the market opens up. No one's going to happen. It's done. It's set up once. I don't know. So I fixed all the things that I was doing underneath spin. And I'm the fuzzy one, exciting, if it works in my favorite stuff. I had a whole lot more artillery that was beating me up and shooting myself down. That doesn't scratch the surface. I'm saying the other doesn't scratch the surface. All the self-help books out there doesn't scratch the surface. What makes you so hot that you can't ever be brought down what you're feeling with that? What did you do? What takes the wind out of yourself? So shit. Don't let anybody talk to me. Don't even text me. Don't even turn a light on. I was sitting in the darkness with headphones on, no stance, and it's listening to nothing. What makes you feel like that? What is your talent? That's your secret weapon for you to discover where in life do you find balance. For some of you, you're going to be really, really sick to your stomach when you realize that trading is one of the biggest things that causes imbalance. And here's your opportunity. What makes it sufferable? Because you want it to work in your hands, you want to make money with it, but you're trying to force it because you need money now. You talk shit, you write checks that your ass can't cover. I'm going to prove this, I'm going to show this, I'm going to buy this in front of that person. I'm going to win him and go back. I had a deadline. I had to be approved. Approved. After making votes. Next job for free camp. Next job was going back to the credit card. I was in a position that most of you are in. Charging. Stop. You're in a panic mode instead of stopping. Stop. Why is that so wrong? Why is it so wrong? Just stand still for it. With my one next up here. The Carson. Please don't tell me one. Fucking. I'm studying the way you charts. Is how you say it. How you spend your time away from charts exactly how you spend time. Are you responsible? Are you always looking for the worst in the situation? Are you always looking for the high? Always looking for the adventures, all the upsides, never anything you can do. No one makes you increase the habit of insurance. That's what the next one is. That's the insurance plan of your trading. How you manage risk. And you pay good money for it when you use it. It's whatever you're risking on the planet. This is what I'm walking down at risk. This is what I'm putting on my mind. Are you ensuring your rockstar trader that has realistic expectation that the market will down and a model that is proven effective in their own means, not just for the last 3 days, not specifically, not just another, but or are you backing Johnny Come Lately, the daredevil, who always shows up at the show drunk and inebriated on painkillers every time he tries to do the same effect and blows it? That's who you're insuring. 99% of you, that's who you are insuring with your risk management because you're trading too big, too many contracts, too many lots and forex, too many markets. You trade too frequently. In the 70s, there's a guy called Evil Knievel. I love this guy. Man, this guy can jump anything. He's afraid of nothing. He makes to have his little toys. Pops it. And spin his finger real fast. And all of a sudden, it shoots off the motor. Run away. Go ranks and shit. Get off. They were my childhood Superman. Okay, before I understood Spider-Man and all other people. These guys were real people. And you learned that evil was constantly fucking being hated, literally being in his body. Hated. Took painkillers all the time, all the time. And the only thing that made me feel good was while he was doing that. To lead up to prove to the crowd that he's going to push the limits. He's going to push the fucking limits. No one's going to jump as high and as far as many cars or whatever things he was trying to jump over. No one's going to do that. Remember people thought they're jumping with their cars and the rest of it. What's this discussing here now? But nobody was touching the shit that he was doing. Nobody was doing that shit. That thing. So for a moment, the times that his stunts worked out, he was amazing. But as a little boy, I didn't look at the times he didn't complete his jumps and wrecked and hurt himself. Just for another special presentation or something. Because I didn't want to look at my hero's weaknesses. It's like fans of Superman. You know he's got a weakness. It's Lois Lane first. And kryptonite. But they pretend to think this. Well, Superman should beat the shit out of this. They want a hero. They want a hero. And some of you are building that hero idea of yourself. And I'm just trying to tell you, there's always kryptonite. All the Russian pressure of other people giving judgment. You're not as good as this guy. You don't say as good as that guy. You don't make as much as this. You can make this many trades in such a short time and build it to a record level. You take all that stuff, get shot right in the eyeball, and watch it bounce off and don't even blink. Not a problem at all. But let your wife tell you, wow, this stuff isn't working, is it? She just shoved kryptonite right up your ass. We just flush you right there, you're done. Done. Boom. Some of you. He said, fuck you, going to something I'm not trading. I didn't hear your trading talk. I'm just celebrating. I'm not saying that excuse. I'm saying that you need to remove any invitation for your learning as a trader, you're actually trading, and even when you start making money consistently, it's none of their business. Well, that's how far you're going to take it. You're welcome to go with my file or something else. But what I'm saying is, for a trader to operate in a state of devoid of all emotion, don't invite anybody else. I don't care about your trades. I can't spend your money. Let me be honest with you. When we show you the trades, I'm not going to go, oh yeah! Woo! It's fucking Millicide, boys. It's not me. I've been there. I know what it's like. It's for you. It's for you to log that. If the results not if you don't see that you're can't recognize that, you can't recognize that as progress and as a there's something broken. Deal with it. To be honest with you, I'm not sure outside of God, I don't know how that is. And that's why some people take substances and they use them. You're going to take making money and risking money and use that to fill that because you won't get that sensation that people to you never got satisfaction. And anything outside of taking high risk stunts. The adrenaline rush of all that stuff. It dulled all this body pain. I know what that feels like. I know what that feels like. When I'm out there driving, I'm out there now driving very docile. I don't drive reckless. I don't drive sitting around. I'm just driving the whole week. Okay. Sometimes a motherfucker rolls up on me and does some dumb shit, runs his mouth or thinks I did something, or I'm not going fast enough going to the right hand lane. Rolls up on me, gives me a finger. Immediately, I got back problems. No more. In 10 seconds, fucking flat. My back ain't fucking hurting. I'm fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. I can rip this guy's fucking out. I'm not feeling anything. Yeah, I do. I understand the need to one thing. I understand that. But I also know, and smart enough now, that that shit burns off. And then I had excruciating pain that keeps me immobile for several days. So, yeah, adrenaline rush works to some degree, but after that, right. It's the same thing that's happening in trading. Oh, man, look at this. This market's getting ready to move. ICT was talking about this. Oh, shit, I'm in there. I'll give you 15 contracts like the time. 15? All right, baby. 15 fucking contracts. We're in it. Stop. And you just popped up. Going, okay, it's going to work out. And you're using that adrenaline to dull the pain that's really in the presence of you doing that trade. It's happening right now. If you weren't so goofed up on adrenaline, you would feel that this is actually the same. If I take a loss of this degree of leverage, this is going to hurt a lot. And a lot of you don't even realize that you do those things and you fall victim to market. A lot of you have discovered that that first part of the run, don't remember to take that. You can get a institutional entry drill at minimum. No, I'm going to say it correctly. You need a rebalance, institutional entry drill, fair value cap, order block, or self-liquidity of running something. Those things are always potentials. As soon as the price starts running, if I didn't already get in, I'm not thinking, oh shit! Tom, where are you at? Bring me a dog and kick this motherfucker. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not losing my I'm not putting this through my life. Here. So now I have to take the next best thing. There's no reserves. You only try to get the ICT. If someone buys the seat for you and the price goes higher or lower from there, you miss it. Very, very, very good. Is there one of the living to the best entry? That's why it's the best entry. Not the best entry, it's full. So I've given you tools, not all of my tools, but I've given you a great deal of tools that afford you no reason for you to go ape shit about missing the initial entry of best case entry. There's lots of ways to get into a move, and it still be a discount when it's a bullish scenario or a premium or expenditure. I've given you tools to never to chase price or fall victim to fears. I've taught you the boring tenets of sound fundamentals, risking small, finding consistency over great deal number of trades in lower time frames because trading lower time frames frequently and profitably with a very small risk. If you can do 10 for 10 in NASDAQ on a 15-second chart, and you can do, say, 100 executions over a month, you're above 60% in terms of being profitable, that's a huge accomplishment. Because if you listen to everybody else, every time they can carry out there that has a name or a title that belongs to some kind of bullshit, golden this or that, nothing else, marketing or that. Lower time frame intermediate charts are noise still. Okay, well, what happens? What's it mean for you? What the fuck does it mean for you, man? Okay, when you are actually going out there, more times than not, profiting, scalping, getting in at a very low or very near a high, and riding it 10 handles and next to no drawdown. Boom, boom, just fires off. It's like fucking candy link for you. What do you think about the people that say that intraday charts are noise? If you're able to do that, do these fucking people's opinion matter anymore? No. It doesn't matter if we're part of a fucking firm that's cheating the system too. Spoofing shit. So you have to discern how you're going to react. Are you going to be a hero worshiper? Or are you going to be a lover of him? Whoever's the bad guy right now, shit, I love them. I love them. You're a weak person like that because nobody's winning. So the point is this. I know, I said it last week. It's not a right thing, it's just a statement of fact. I just want you to think about how you bring all your problems and you fall victim to market making because you bring these problems in. You're trying to be a hero without any skill set or mutant powers. That's risk management and a model that works. That's what makes you a superhero. Your superpowers is your adherence to your model and sound risk management. Spider-Man ain't so fucking Spider-Man if he doesn't have the ability to clean the walls and shoot webs. If he's wearing a costume, you think he's Spider-Man, and that's what you're seeing in the charts. You know, shit, I'm Peter Parker, stepping in my system, here, the follow my system of treatment. It's across here, support systems, this level here, and I'm trying this camera, swoop all down. But if you made that Spider-Man power, you're just fucking boy in the tunnels. Have to fall off a building to get wrecked. That's the reality of it. But you're going to allow yourself to say you're a wrestler, baby. You don't feel like you are experiencing everything. So you have to know who you are. And you make who you are as a trader before you start trading real money. You make that. With me, Parker, you got to think about a player. The next fucking day, he's climbing the walls. But see, with you, you're not following the sound risk. The sound risk management money that's in the model. So you're climbing the fucking walls because you're losing your mind. You don't have the ability to clean and get to the fights. You're just climbing walls in frustration. If you're doing a lot of your fucking shit, but not getting any of that Spider-Man is. I don't know, it sounded fucking cool, didn't it? I swear, it's not as just written down. I didn't think myself. I don't know where it comes from. I genuinely don't know. So, I guess I'm getting at here in the course of this part of the development on here. When's the 9:30 candlestick the first day that ICT? You take inventory. You think about what you're witnessing, how it works in my hands and in my students' hands. You're not a basic fucking hero designer and try to do that. I'm not someone to look up to and don't do that. Because I find what I do as the ICT character sometimes false. But I do it because it gets a train wreck crowd watching and talking. And that's how I mastered the art of advertising without paying for it. I use this book because I understand how mind control works. Oh, see, he's proving he's totally okay, whatever. That's how you see it. That's your perception of it. Your perception, whether it's in agreement with that you or someone else or opposed to it, doesn't matter. I want your opinion to be emotionally anchored because then you're going to talk about what it is I'm teaching, and it's going to find its way to people that are looking for that very thing. And it always finds its right mark. Always. I never miss. Every student that's going to be a student of mine always finds me. Always. And I didn't show up with a door. I didn't show up and say, hey, look at this. I was noticing you're over here in this other person's community. Let me draw you over and put you to my website, to my I don't need to do that. But they all come from my code, my community, to harvest, to try to get your attention to go look at what they're doing. If that's what they were doing with their food, it wouldn't be from marketing and money. This is wrong here. You walked into the wrong fucking neighborhood here. You took the wrong fucking turn. Because here, nobody buys mentorships. Nobody buys signals. Nobody makes bullshit on Instagram. TikTok worship. People that are here, they have a attention span beyond the man. They want to learn. They want to understand how they can better at this. What procedures, what protocols, what type of identification markers can I place on myself with personality disorders, character flaws, impulsiveness, impatience, gambling tendencies? That's what a real educator in trading is going to talk about. And they're not fun. I wish I didn't have to talk about these things, but I had been through this shit too. And every profitable trader does this. Whether they want to fucking admit it or not, they do it. They go through and they clean house. So, now to get to the part you want to know the 9:30 candlestick, the Eastern time zone range. When is that allowed to be the first of the pivot? Now, if you listen, I'll talk to this. Say that my son, he would know experience when he use it, but when he
if you look at your 1 minute chart, put it on indicator. You're going to see how we opened up above relative equal highs. Sure. So, right down to open range section like earlier. Because we open above relative equal highs, down your trading average. See, you don't recognize that there because you're looking at electron trading average, where price is going all around them, up and down, up and down. But you have to allow price to look at regular trading average after 9:30. So if you can see how we're approaching the opening bell at 9:31. After several highs were swept, once electronic trading is there, you can see even those highs that were formed electronic trading average. Some of you are like, okay, I can see. That's fantastic. But it's not around this. If you go above relative equal highs, sell off. And it creates that as a potential fair value. Then I'm going to treat it as such. But you have to refer to regular trading hours. It doesn't matter if you trade up and down above relative equal highs that are trading hours during electronic trading hours, during pre-session, 7 to 30. But it's further likely when you see electronic trading hours taking out the short-term highs. And I went into option. And I get that. The response was going. Jack Rossi. So if we open above relative equal highs at 9:30 and we create a big candle, then if it looks like it at 9:31's opening and it's settlement, then you know that that's going to be the first fair value. So what we target is managing the relative equal highs formation. Also have already experienced a move above it in the electronic trading. And then experience will guide you